Round 1. Fight. Fight. Perfect. You win. Is called looking at us. I think he's looking at us. This little guy is called Hemidactylus frenatus, or common house gecko, wall gecko, Asian house gecko. Or one of many other names. Over here in Malaysia, his name is Cicak. They are native to South and Southeast Asia, but they have been quite successful in invading most of the tropical and subtropical places of the world. As you can see, the name wall gecko is not wrong. They basically act like the floor is lava. Let's see how geckos begin. In this case, the egg came first because there is no chicken. And just like their parents, the eggs stick to a surface. And from what I read, they lay at most 2 of these in one go. And then after somewhere between 45 and 90 days, the babies come out of the egg and they get straight to work. They don't need school, parents or milk. They start quite small and grow up to about 15 centimeters long. And they can live about 7 years if they are lucky. They are most active at night, which is when they hunt for insects, their main food source. Often near lamps because the insects go there. I think this one is quite happy because a swarm of flying termites has just arrived. The reason these termites go flying is to find a partner and then find a spot to make babies and start a new colony. But for all of them, it is their first day flying, so they are quite clumsy and a lot of them end up on the floor. This makes the kitty really happy. It is like a buffet falling down from the sky for him. Speaking about buffet, I saw this video on YouTube where someone's feeding cooked rice to the wall geckos and they really seemed to like it. But when I tried this, they didn't care for it at all. Also, I often seen them ignoring ants when there's different bugs available that they seem to like better. such as this millipede that is lucky enough to fall instead of being eaten, and what I believe is probably a fruit fly. And most of the time they'll sneak up on their prey carefully like this, but not always. Look at this one go. I can hear the kitty cat got another cicada. He also has his preferred insects to eat. The termites seem to be his favorite though, but those only come once or twice a year. In daytime they become noticeably less active, and it seems a lot of them are hiding somewhere. Allegedly what they are doing is they are thermoregulating, which means they're going into sunny or shadowy spots and on warm or cold surfaces as needed to keep their body temperature correct. Because they are cold-blooded, it is not automatic like with you and me. Another way they are quite different from you and me is the way they keep clean. The one in this picture might look dirty, but actually it's his old skin flaking off to reveal brand new clean skin. And their eyes are permanently open. They have no eyelids that they can close, but they can lick their own eyeballs, and they do. That's how they keep their eyes clean. If you have specifically this Frenatus species in your house, you will certainly be familiar with this sound. The first time I heard that, I thought it's a bird, until I noticed it's happening indoors as well. The meaning of that sound depends a bit on who they're talking to. It can be one gecko telling another gecko, "Get off my lawn." They use it for territorial purposes to protect their feeding spot. And they also use the same sound to attract the ladies from what I read. The local belief, and this might actually be true, is that they're eavesdropping on you and make that sound when they agree with something you've just said. Wall geckos can also be controlled remotely with a laser pointer. However, if you want to do this yourself, only ever use a red laser pointer with a power below 5 milliwatts. For some reason, different colors, like the green ones, usually have more power than they say on the label, and they are excessively dangerous. They can permanently damage your eye, even from just a reflection. And they quite often also emit infrared light, which is invisible and might not necessarily reflect in the same direction as the visible light. So let's lure them together and see what happens. For how often they go, I found it rather surprising that you almost never get to see it actually happening. This is the best I managed. Another less common sound used in territorial quarrels is this. And this is probably why they avoid the floor, but listen. Avoiding the ground is not their only defense against predators. They can also slightly change their color between lighter and darker shades to blend in with their surroundings. And presumably, the shape of their pupils being squiggly like this is also for camouflage. Like many other lizards, geckos can drop their tail as a diversion when attacked. After it's been dropped, the tail will still move and even respond to touch. Unfortunately, in this case, it did not fool the kitty cat. If they do succeed to fool the kitty cat, they will actually grow a new tail that can again be dropped. They are never quite the same like the original one though, and they can end up a little bit weird. If you live somewhere that has Hemidactylus frenatus, they will of course invite themselves to your house whether you want it or not. But it is generally not a bad thing. They will eat the mosquitoes for you and they generally don't cause any trouble. For this video I even went to search for their poop and all I found was mouse poop. Maybe it's just like when they die and the ants take care of it. Nevertheless, haters gonna hate, so this spray exists. But to my relief, when I researched it, it's not a poison, it just makes it so that where you spray it, they cannot walk. I will end with a little story. So sometimes the wall geckos will be walking on the ceiling and they will fall for whatever reason. And the local wisdom here in Malaysia is that if one of them falls on your head, it is a good omen and you should go buy a lottery ticket or something. So this actually happened to me. One of them fell on my head when I opened the fridge to get a beer. So I bought myself a lottery ticket. The number I bought was 2187. And the number that won the next day was 2178. And then the next day, 21871. So my theory is that it fell sideways or something, because that's too damn close to be a coincidence. Of course, there is a lot more to learn, like how do the feet of these lovely creatures manage to stick to walls, but there are other people more qualified to tell you that. Most sources I find on Google say it's because of Van der Waals forces, but I also found a paper saying that maybe in big part it's actually electrostatic. And with that, I will say thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time. Au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye.
I am hoping, okay. If I had to pick any of the 5 stars that I want right here, I'm hoping for a Bronya, a Walt, or a Himiko. One of them 3. I really don't want Clara. I am hoping, okay. If I had to pick any of the 5 stars that I want right here, I'm hoping for a Bronya, a Walt, or a Himiko. One of them 3. I really don't want Clara. I really don't want Japard. I've never tried out Yongqing, the guy on the left. And I wouldn't be too upset about a Bailu because, you know, there's only 2 healers in the game at the moment. She's one of them. So, without further ado, let's see what we got. Please give me Walt, though. He's the only imaginary character in the game at the moment. He's the only imaginary character in the game, please. Don't give me a repeat. At the very least, don't give me a repeat of what I've already seen in the beta. I've already had Clara, I've used her. Give me something new. Let me try out a new experience here. Ooh, we got Su Shang's light cone, aka her weapon. That's good. We're gonna get a Su Shang in the future. That's a really good light cone. Who do we get for the 5-star? No, I didn't want Japard, bro. He wasn't on my list. It's okay. I haven't used Japard in the beta. Maybe this is a sign. Is Japard bad? I don't think Japard's bad. He's a shield character. He can provide a shield for your entire team. The thing is, I got March 7th and I already have I got main character, you know, so I already damn it, man. I feel like I'm good on the shields, you know what I mean? Look, I need this, all right? If I'm not gonna do any damage in this game, at the very least, the enemy, look. If I'm not doing any damage against the enemy ain't doing any damage against me. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, none of us are doing damage. We will bore each other to death. Alright, so this is why Natasha's so good. You guys ready for this? I have been dominated right now. Kafka dominated me, okay? It says, makes a single target unable to take action. 2 turns. Target will use basic attack on random allies. My main character is gonna attack my own characters because I've been dominated by Kafka. However, because of Natasha, her cleanse that we leveled up the talent, I can undominate the main character and bring him back to reality. And we are good. We've cleansed that. Someone said that's a W, not a debuff. Why would you cleanse it?
Just for you.
Holy shit, someone help this guy. They said that's a buff, bro. When I roll on a Kafka banner,
I
depends.
think I offended someone again.
It depends if I think she's not good or meta, but fun, you know? I'm not down bad as half of chat where I see female and I'm like, must pull. All right, look, just because she dominates you in the game doesn't mean... Where is he at? He Dude, what's with these... What's with these guys attacking so quick, man? I swear I'm lagging. Ain't no way.
Forged in ice.
Everybody stay back! Any fire? Give him this medicine and make him lie down!
What?
I mean, make them lie down!
Ooh, wait, do we get to try out Bailu? No, we don't.
My rock and roll soul.
I'm sorry, done.
Dignity of a soldier.
You're done, though. All right? Get it? Because his name's Dun, D-U-N-N, but we're fighting him, so technically he's like Dun, D-O-N-E, right?
Gosh, the temperature keeps getting lower, but we can't give up halfway.
She's so sick, too. I can warm you up if you'd like. I love how they put that option for you guys. Listen, I'll say the Trailblaze protects me. It's you I'm worried about. Unhappy at your arrival. Apparently he didn't welcome you as your approach. Sweet female voice pops into your head. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Oh my god. Okay, dude. They hit me with that. They really did. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Can't escape Paimon no matter what game you play. It's ready. It's time.
Lance
The ult.
ablaze.
What's up, baby?
Flaming lance.
He needs more.
Forward.
Ooh, damn. 404 damage not found. We did absolutely nothing. Good lord. I kill the boss. I live. Dan. 1E into the ultimate. I'm gonna slow the speed down just so it doesn't go to his turn first. Come on. Whew.
The truth of life is
Ultimate.
revealed in an
This should kill. Come on.
It's but a vision.
Let's go. Wait, they're still alive. Wait, aren't they supposed to go? I killed the boss. Damn, main character actually doing something for once. Let's go. Of course they gotta have that scene right there. People were like, oh my god, I'm rolling for Sealy right That right there got at least 1,000 people. Alright, so who in chat said... Who in here said main character is trash? Who said that their stupid little bat was garbage? Remember? Who said that? Because I got news for you! Spoiler alert! We get new elements, we get new weapons. And fire main character is actually insane. Ooh. This is why I didn't want to level up Japard. I got fire main character as my carry now.
It can't be.
The will of preservation has made its choice.
Of the pride of this world.
You gotta speak up, Colia. The music's too loud, man.
Doomed to destruction. We will go bravely, walking hand in hand into the darkness. No, that end won't come to pass while we're around.
Oh.
Brave new world.
So TLDR,
Stay alert.
main character is pretty much a defensive preservation shield character for your team. Team-wide shielding, and you can make main character the center of attention, aka the bait, so enemies attack him. New skill can taunt enemies and draw attacks from Concolia.
Defend the weak.
That's why I was so upset about getting Japard, but I still think Japard is good. Wait, she's dead? Wait, what? Wait, she died?
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Wait, I didn't think she was gonna die.
Wow, that was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron?
I like how the characters back here, bro, they go from she explodes and dies. Bronya's like, mother, you didn't have to die like that. And we're just like, whoa, that was a tough expedition. So like, what's the plan now, boys? Like, they don't give a fuck in the back, bro.
To celebrate, I'll be waiting till we make it.
Yo, I had a coffee this morning. Let's talk. I've been playing HSR for a while. I've been in all the betas and all those things, and I actually want to talk about something that I think is really cool about this game. I've already mentioned in a bunch of videos that the free-to-play units in this game are just really good. That's something you can be really happy about if you're someone that just enjoys, you know, free-to-play games and doesn't want to
If you're
spend
playing
too much.
Honkai
But in
Star
particular-
Rail, then you might be thinking about or have gotten to the points where you now need to build up your characters and team, juice their stats, and gear them up to make them top tier so you can flex on your enemies with tons of damage, survivability, and healing. Well, there are some really easy mistakes to make that you will want to avoid to save you a bunch of time farming, so you don't fall behind everyone else, and don't worry, we've got you covered here and we'll go over everything you'll want to know for building your team, your characters, how everything works, and what mistakes to avoid making. First thing is first, let's not waste your time. So stop what you're doing now and go and look at your list of characters that you have obtained in-game so far. Whether you're free to play, a small dolphin, or a giant whale, this applies to everyone. You will have limited resources, especially to start with, so you don't want to waste pumping materials into every character or random characters that you just want to use in the moment. As you progress more and things get harder, you're going to need to focus on particular characters that you will be using. So picking a core team now is going to save you a bunch of level up books, like code materials, and even relics, which will take some time and lots of in-game energy to grind. And speaking of the grind, we're out here grinding YouTube. So if you hit that like button down below, I personally guarantee you a 100% chance to get a 5-star character on your next pull. So tell me in the comments if you actually got one. Generally, for your primary team comp, you will want a tank to absorb damage for everyone else and take the brunt of the enemy attack, a healer to heal and buff your team up when in danger, a DPS to pump out a ton of damage, and either another DPS or a support depending on your character list. Support characters should not be slept on. They provide great utility and buffs to your team and can be make or break on some fights. So check your characters and let's go through some suggestions. For a tank, you will generally want to pick a preservation character, such as Japard if the RNG gods have blessed you with this 5-star tank, or if not, March 7th and main character Rover will do just fine. Rover even doubles as a tanky DPS, so you can't go wrong there. For your healer, you'll be looking for an abundance character. For most players, Natasha will fill that slot as you get her through the story, and she will do amazingly. But again, if RNG is on your side, then the 5-star character Bailu will be even better with AoE heals and revives. When it comes to your DPS slot, picking a Hunt character is a great way to go. If you're free to play, Dan Hung will fill this slot nicely with great single target damage. He's quite the powerhouse as you level him up. However, the 5-star character Yang King, I think that's how you say it, and Sealer are top tier picks if you get them, and they make short work of most enemies. Finally is your support or extra DPS slot in your party. In many cases, bringing another DPS to match enemy weakness types is ideal, such as the AoE characters like Herta, Himiko, and more. But support characters are still amazing. For support, you will want to go with a Harmony character, Bronya as a 5-star being probably the best, but let's be honest, we don't all have her. So your choices are probably Asta, as you get her early on for free, and she's great for giving you party-wide damage stacking buffs, but also Ting Yun, who is a top tier supporter with insane single target buffing capabilities. Of course, pick whoever you like, what you have and what works for you for your party. This is just a guideline. But now you know roughly who to pick and make a team composition, you can focus on leveling and gearing these characters first, so you don't waste items and materials and other characters you won't use later. Since gearing and leveling up everything on your character gives them a huge stat bonus, you will need this for harder content. And it's a big resource sink, so hopefully this helps you not waste items and progress faster. So let's go over how you build your character. First, you have the Details tab. Here you can see the stats and even the skills in a nice and easy way to read each one. You also have the level up button, which you can use your character XP material items to juice their levels. At set level intervals of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70, you will hit a cap that requires you to ascend your character with ascension materials. Think of this kind of like a level cap limit break, so they can be leveled up even more, and there are some ticket rewards when you do this, which is nice too. The next tab is for your light cone. Think of this like the weapon for your character. In-game, these are essentially recorded memories that power you up. These come with a special effect called a superimposition. This activates if the type of your character matches the type of the light cone, such as the hunt character you can see on screen, matching the type of the light cone to give me the bonus. Generally, it's better to match these to the correct character type, but higher rarity cones will give more stats when leveled up, so it depends on your collection. Just like your character, these need to be leveled up and ascended with light cone materials. This is another core part of powering up your character, as they give you large stat bonuses. It isn't over yet though, because next you have your traces. These are like the skill trees of your characters. On this page, as you ascend your character, you can level up their skills, ultimates, passives, and attacks. So make sure to check back to this page after ascension, and if things are glowing, go and farm the materials and level up your character's traces to make their individual skills even stronger. But next you have a super important tab that you will unlock later in the game as you progress through the main story. So don't worry if you don't have it just yet, just keep playing. But you will want to know how this works. Here you basically have your character's gear, which is called relics and planar ornaments. Using item set bonuses of either 4 or 2 pieces, or even 2 different 2-piece bonuses is a great way to power up your character based on what they do. For example, for my Sealer, who is a DPS character, I'm matching the 2-piece bonus of the Musketeer set for 12% attack with the 2-piece bonus of the Genius of Brilliant Stars for another 10% quantum damage. Sealer is a quantum damage dealer, so these 2 attack buffs work great for me. Furthermore, you will want a matching set of planar ornaments to get another nice 2-piece bonus. There's all different set bonuses, but for my Sealer, as you can see, this one gives more attack. These items come with primary and secondary stats, which depending on the item can be different and may be perfect or terrible for your character. Gloves will always have a primary stat of attack, so these are great to level up first on your damage dealers, while hats always have a primary HP stat, which is great to level up first on your healers and tanks. But the body, feet, and planar ornament slots will have different primary stats depending on RNG. This is important because the primary stats go very high as you level up the relic. So you want to use and level up complementary primary stat relics to your characters that match the role that they play, such as attack on DPS, defense on tanks, and so on. Furthermore, each of these items will have secondary stats and up to 4 of them. These roll randomly and you gain and level them up as you level up the item itself. On the screen now you can see what stats roll on the chest pieces, and now the feet. Next is the planar sphere, and finally the link rope. Ideally, you will want to get items with primary and secondary stats that match what you want your character to do. So for a DPS, you will want a primary stat of attack with a secondary stat of flat attack, percentage attack, crit rate, and crit damage. However, this will be super rare and basically a god roll. This means you won't get those very often at all or very quickly. So in my opinion, focus on getting and leveling up a 4-star with the correct primary stat on each slot for your main party. Once you have this for all of your party members, you can then focus on getting perfect min-maxed relics with those secondary stats that you desire, as this will take a long time and lots of RNG. Next is the Eidolon screen. This is where you can spend an item that you get from obtaining or pulling duplicates of that same character to power up that character. So this is likely going to take a long time as free to play, or a lot of pulls as a whale to max out a specific character. So generally, don't worry too much about the eidolons. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button. It's a YouTube thing and it really helps us out. And subscribe so you don't miss out on the next guide from us. And the 2 videos on screen now, we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. If you liked this video and found it helpful, check out these videos on the screen now, and then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.
When it comes to Honkai Star Rail, I am telling you there's a big difference between accounts that know the information I'm about to provide and those that don't. Those first few weeks on a new account in a game like Star Rail do make a big difference.
I think we should talk about fast, strong, edgy. Seriously, you could cut diamonds with that edge. Wants to fight everything, has an enemies to lovers ship. Did I mention fast? I'm talking, of course, about Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, Seela. Seela from Honkai Star Rail. That's who I'm talking about. That's who this video is about. Anyways, you might be wondering, should I pull for Seela? Honkai Star Rail is officially released, and with the release of its first event rate-up character, that is a question on a lot of people's minds. Sure, since she's the first event character, you might think, hey, I could probably skip her. Maybe there's some characters from the beta that you might have watched. Hey, don't you look away, look at her. Look, there's a lot to love about this game. Not only is it pretty with great characters, but it has a lot of changes from Hoyo vs. previous game, Genshin Impact. If you're coming from Genshin Impact, some things will look the same. Others, like the combat, will look totally different. Specifically, the turn-based system. It's you go, and then the enemy goes. Unless you're playing Seela, then it's you go, and then you go again. And then you go again, and then maybe the enemy goes. Nope, just kidding, it's still your turn. Seela may only be the second hottest character in the game, but she sure is the fastest. She uses that speed to make sure that the enemy never gets to take a turn. In fact, one of the best things about her is if you play your cards right, you get to go again and again. Seela is a super fast quantum character who has the highest base speed in the entire game at the moment, and whose abilities allow her to chain her skill and ultimate together to give her extra turns. And actually, funny enough, the next fastest character is Tingyu for some reason. In fact, Seela outputs so much single target damage that she's probably one of the best AoE characters in the game. No, for real, she just cleans up so well. Her high single target damage and ability to chain together her attacks makes her great at taking down trash mobs in just a single hit, as well as dealing high damage to bosses. Her high speed and high attack make her incredibly offensive, and not in the dumb tweet kind of way. She's just a glass cannon. And yes, she is the first event character of the game, which means that even with how broken she is, there is a possibility for her to be power crept. But given how strong her base kit is, I'm kind of terrified to think about what would happen if an even more busted character came along. But you know as well as I do that even if she does get power crept, she uses a scythe, which means that she will always be the coolest character in the entire game. With that said though, I'm not entirely sure that she knows how to use a scythe. Seela's basic attack is called Thwack, where she smacks her enemies with what is probably the blunt end of her scythe. Any enemies she defeats with this probably die from the shock of being hit with a blunt end of a sharp object. Her skill, Sheath the Blade, and ultimate, Butterfly McFlurry, little Freudian slip there, just do a lot of damage. Her ultimate cost is also pretty low for how much damage she actually puts out. After just 4 skills, she'll gain her ult back from 0, so you can spam again, and again, and again, and again, which means she leans towards using more skill points. And this
or something. He's working with the thief. Then he's also a bad guy.
My friend, are you serious? This device is quite rare. Are you really willing to sell it to me at such a low price? No, why are you making this so complicated? Do you want it or not? Just tell me.
You two stop right there. Pitch Dark Hook the Great has arrived.
Just doing a little business. What's all the fuss? Oh boy, I knew it was too good to be true. I gotta make this clear. I have nothing to do with this fella. You have to trust me. Miss Hook, please, don't point that thing at me. It's scary.
Hey, how can you sell me out like that? We had a deal.
You stole Daddy's treasure! Diggertron will not spare you.
This is all that old Bursman's fault. Just because he has this device I'm holding, he can make a fortune. It's not fair.
Well, it seems you guys have some issues to sort out, so maybe I should leave.
What kind of a reason are you looking for? With the underworld in such a sad state, how are we supposed to survive if we don't resort to robbing and stealing? Anyway, I got the device now. Come take it, if you have the guts.
Diggertron, get ready.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Oh, let's see. You sure talk tough for someone who can't fight. Come on, hand the detector over to Hook. Huh? No, Daddy's treasure! It's broken! But...
Hey! Now this is Sampo's time to shine. Of course! I wouldn't want to miss out on seeing you and Miss Hook's acts of heroism, would I? Listen here. There's a fellow in Bouldertown they call Balloway the Miner's Lamp. He's an appraiser. Although he claims that he doesn't do appraisals anymore for ancient relics, he actually still does a bit behind the scenes for ones that are of especially high value. I think this device of yours is probably worth a lot. It might be a good idea to try your luck with Balloway. Here's a trick. First, pretend that you want to sell it for a low price, then wait for him to excitedly fix the device for you. After it's fixed, tell him you changed your mind and you want to keep it for yourself. This business tactic is what I call a bait and switch. Pretty clever, huh?
Alloway the miner's lamp. Got it. Thanks, Mr. Sampo. Let's go into town to find him.
Have a safe trip!
The next destination? Up to you.
Oh,
Yes.
this device. I think this is... The detective... I don't believe any other...
All right then.
Where have you been?
What's wrong with... Why?
Big sis, I...
So it...
I'm fine.
What a...
But...
The detect bot at the...
So...
is...
You...
Hook? You.
This I really wasn't expecting.
So, the moles are a part of Wildfire.
That's right. It's me, Pitch Dark, Hook the Great. What do you want?
Kiddo, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I will be your guide, friends, by order of Chief Ole. I gotta say I'm a little upset at the thought of you choosing a toddler over your old buddy Sampo.
All right, don't get started. But I want to ask you something. Everyone in Wildfire knows the location of Svarog's lair. Why do we need you as a guide?
My specialty's in the field, perhaps. Wildfire may know where the base is, but have they ever been inside?
You've been inside?
No, but I felt my way around the outside and picked up more than a few clues. I can help you. You have my word. Hey, what do you... My legacy will prove that Sempo Koski was nothing but a willing and devoted servant of...
Oh, enough. Jeez, we believe you, okay?
Great!
Sampo, are we there yet?
Do you have to ask every other minute, Missy? 2 more steps, just 2 more steps, and you're there.
This
Mini Vic.
Hold still.
My...
Hey.
Alas, this place is a bit of a mixed bag. Plenty of characters. Keep your wits about you, friends. Don't let any...
What a heavy gate. Okay, watch this. Open sesame. Is that a...
It's an imaginary pass.
Luckily for us...
sir...
Correct. Honestly, it's a very...
timeout.
Oh, that's simple. Apart from them keeping a watchful eye on these hooligans, another one of their duties is processing. Anyone who wants to become a prospector has to pass a test from these walk-in stoplights first. Not a clue.
It feels like the people here are all under the supervision of robots. This
would be unthinkable on the surface. This has... It looks... Is it even...
Protocol certificate.
Huh?
Launching. Who is the
Infernal...
Sampo, do you know the answer?
Sampo Gaski always knows that... Wait, what did it say again?
Aren't you supposed to be dependable?
Well, I don't know.
Please answer them. Please answer the following question. Who is the reigning champion of the internal combustion engine wrap tournament? Correct. Correct. Certification result, please
So this...
Great.
Protocol.
Huh? You mean this?
Yeah, riddle me this.
and
Riddle me this. A microcrystalline unit should be connected to which component? Huh? Now I have to do... Lucky guess. What are you...
Huh?
There, one...
Hello and welcome to my channel. I win to lose
Whatever
gaming. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys
Protocol
everything that I know about team building, so that way we can give you guys a nice foundation for how to build teams in Honkai Star Rail. So we're going to be talking about a lot of topics in this video, starting with the free-to-play and early game progression in terms of team building, and then who I actually think is completely safe to raise from an early to mid-game progression perspective. Then I'll be talking about why it's important to focus on weaknesses, and finally how to take into consideration survivability. After that, we'll talk about skill point management, positioning, and finally leveling up your team. So buckle up because we got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to start by talking about the early game. So every player in this game is going to get 8 completely free characters, with the first one being the Trailblazer or the main character, Dan Hung, 7, and then Asta, and then after that you will be getting Serval, Herta, Natasha, and Ching Che.
You know nothing of the
So
way.
me
Survive or
personally,
be
at
destroyed.
least eventually,
There is
I'm
no
going to be
other
bringing
choice.
most, if not all of these free-to-play characters up to 20 out of 30.
Learn
One
how
of the
to
main
behave
reasons
now.
is so that you can get this
Let me try
Ascension
and reset
reward,
its
which is
system.
1 free pull by ascending them
Certification system
to
online.
level 20 out of 30. Starting off though, you will want to level up your Trailblazer or the MC.
Interesting.
Sesame!
See, not so bad having Sampo on the team after all, huh? Right? Chief Oleg knew all along that I...
Yeah,
I'll commend you to the chief. No need to waste your time.
All right. Well, let me issue a warning now. Everything from here on out is uncharted territory. We must proceed with the utmost caution.
now to set the record straight with Svarog. Let's get in there!
Dude, did anyone hear what I just said?
gate? Why is there another gate here?
It looks like this gate has a more complicated structure than the last one.
Sampo, what is this? Huh? Sampo? Oh, where is he?
Oh, where did he run off to? He was just here a second ago.
This isn't the first time.
It's that same type of robot again. Ugh, please don't tell me there's another round of processing.
Visitors for Svarog detected. Protocol initiating. Scanning. Verifying. Oh, good. How is that going to improve certification? Request Clara, we need to get permission. Family.
Don't trouble yourself about it.
Obtaining the energy cores bit to me. I'm recording.
She went back? But we were just there. Sounds like we better head.
Wait, you guys went sightseeing?
It wasn't a.
Indeed. And that little girl heading into the Fragmentum all by herself. It doesn't bear thinking about. Her strength belies her appearance, but even so...
You don't look so tough yourself. Well, let's find her. Svarog's not going anywhere.
This is a big town. Where should we start?
Claire said she was going to find components, right? Let's start with Nat's storage room.
Stars will always remember us.
Stay.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counterattack.
Who will it be? Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Stay. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Stay.
Isn't this the Shh.
Initializing Clara. Must. Workshop.
Let's go. Do we still have the upper hand? Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Who invited you? Everything is working. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Leave it to me. Nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
No manners, huh? Who will it be?
Time for mischief! Hey-ya! Scared yet? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Who invited you?
Huh? Ready for another?
No manners, huh?
Are you okay, Clara? Are you hurt?
Thanks, everyone. I'm fine. Just a few scratches.
You shouldn't be running around by yourself. It's too dangerous. What are you looking for here?
There's a fault with one of the energy supply units at the base. If I don't repair it soon, everyone at the settlement will be affected. I knew there was a workshop in this town, so I wanted to try my luck here. I found all the components I need, but then I ran into a monster. You guys saved me. I'll tell Mr. Svarog about it.
We were planning on paying him a visit.
Huh? What do you need to see him for? I can pass him a message.
No. This time, we need to set things straight with him, face to face. Can you take us to meet him?
But Mr. Svarog doesn't like talking to others, especially Wildfire.
Don't I know it? But he's evaded communication with us for too long. This time, we have to see him.
I know you're working hard for the people down here, but Mr. Svarog doesn't trust human emotions. He only trusts his calculation results. So, I can't take you to see him. If Mr. Svarog and you had a fight, someone would get hurt for sure. Maybe even bystanders.
Listen, kid, you...
Clara, you said it yourself before, right? Svarog's duty is to protect the underworld and preserve the civilization here. We have the same wish. Why would he refuse to cooperate with us?
I know Mr. Svarog. He isn't affected by other people's wishes. He only follows logical judgments. Terrible things are happening on this world. Mr. Svarog thinks that the overworld will end soon.
What?
According to his calculation results, the strength of the Underworlders won't be enough to prevent the disaster. His plan is to keep the Underworlders away from the source of the disaster, so they can survive for longer.
Isn't that just putting us in a cage? It's ridiculous. What difference does it make if our death gets postponed a couple of days? How is that better than putting up a fight?
I'll definitely, if you don't mind, I still have important things to do. I'll go back now.
Clara!
It's no use, Zila. She's made up her mind. I could tell from her expression. We'll have to think of another way.
That's no ordinary kid. So young and yet so... stubborn? No. Intelligent?
She's incisive and determined. In sharp contrast to you, March.
Did you really have to add that last part?
It looks like we'll have to get past Clara if we want to speak. If we Clara met the strength.
So...
No.
But how... She turned that way. Huh? Where'd she go?
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Enemy ahead. No harm in trying.
stay.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counterattack.
Who will it be?
Ready for another?
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Fine. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing support.
Who invited you?
Secure. Net markers activate. Time for good old counterattack.
No manners, huh?
Time for some hardship.
Enemy targets detected.
Huh? Who will it be? Everything is ordained by the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Leave it to me.
Time to make some
I'll leave the rest to you. Interesting. Enemy ahead. No harm in trying. Stay.
Do we still have the upper hand?
Who invited you?
Let's begin.
No manners, huh? Huh? ordained by the stars. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing!
Stay.
No manners, huh? Who will it be? Who will it be?
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Oh. You
Are you...
Huh?
The dimension you replaced...
Yeah.
What?
I don't want...
Ah, you two.
More fix.
Can we really fix?
Let's ask it.
Whoa! It lit up. They.
No.
Yes. I know that you're good people. You helped a lot of the injured in the mine, and you risked going into the town for supplies. If there's any other way I can help you, I'll do my best. But this...
How are we gonna convince her? The present Clara, you're a...
Well...
Right!
When did Svarog start doing his calculations, Clara?
It was... a long time ago. The same time the underworld was sealed off, I think.
Circumstances have changed since then. There's a Silvermane guard down here now. Is that part of Svarog's calculation? Just tell her already. There's just no way that
Different Don't treat me like a child. Those are just made-up stories that grown-ups like to tell. I don't...
It's a 4-star. Oh my god, dude. Oh no. It's a 4-star. Someone good. Tingyun. Now this, you might not believe it, but this is actually a treat. Attention. The moon unit. Here.
Hey.
Branya.
I know how you feel, Click. I also have doubts, but my gut tells me that March, Dan Hung, and she let them meet Svarog.
Really? Awesome!
I understand now. Trying to change Mr. Svarog's mind on my own would take forever. Even if I kept trying until I was all grown up, I don't think I could do it. And all the while, people would be getting sick, losing their homes, and fighting. Just like in the mine. I don't want that to happen. If you guys really believe that you can convince Mr. Svarog, then I need to be brave too. Everyone, follow me.
Branya, I didn't know you'd stick up for us like that back there. Well said.
It was nothing. I just said what I truly felt.
I'm back, Timmy.
Welcome back, Miss.
Timmy, open the gate, please.
Outsiders detected.
It's okay.
Command, welcome back. It's okay.
I'll leave
negotiating.
Are you ready?
Mr. Svarog?
I see that but
Mr. Svarog?
analyzing. You have arrived.
Oh, hey, sounds like he's willing to communicate.
You seek peace. Understand my position will proceed with your
He cut you off.
Stay focused. Remember, we have to make him see that we're a variable.
Think before opening your mouth.
Stellaron. Searching database. You were broaching a reassessing target.
As expected.
We've come this far. Out with it already.
Historical records as instructed by the
What should we do? This is going from bad to worse.
target hostile peacekeeping protocol.
Exterminate!
Peace talks are over.
Mr. Svarog.
Leave, Clara.
Clara, it's danger.
Prototype number 3. Annihilation permitted. Purge initiated. Executing operation.
Time to get vigilant.
Leave it to me.
Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Let's begin.
Time for mischief.
That's better.
Executing annihilation. Calculating result. Leave it to me. Let's begin. Timely treatment. Analysis complete.
How can you put up your best fight without a doctor on the battlefield? All of you, stay focused. I'm right behind you.
Nat, how did you...
Guess you guys had a bad talk, huh? Luckily, Sampo's got your back.
Sampo! I knew you'd be involved somehow.
Base breached. Armed wildfire personnel detected. Assessing. All subjects are high-risk individuals. Commencing complete annihilation. Purge initiated. Executing operation.
Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to get vigilant. Guess what I'm about to do?
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Time to get vigilant.
Time for a shot.
Oh, let's see.
That'll take more than nap time.
Reinforcing. Down to exceeds threshold. High-risk individual.
Who invited you? Everything is ordained. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Naughty child.
Execute annihilation.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Executing operation.
No manners, huh?
You wanna win?
Time for a shot. That's better.
Saving me won't earn me a
Calculating
favor.
result. Analysis conflict. Transmission blocked.
Huh?
Family.
Please don't hurt Mr. Svarog.
Clara. You.
Mr. Svarog can't fight anymore.
Claire. Ra.
Mr. Svarog, don't push yourself any further. Can you tell them what you know? Mr. Svarog, you said you were willing to make all my wishes come true, right? My biggest wish right now is for everyone to work together. Like family. Recently, I learned something new. Calculation results can't always, even if the world outside the cage isn't beautiful. People still want to know what it's like.
Assessment system reset. Successful. Processing variables. Variable 1. Clara's request. Variable 2. Outsider's intentions. Updated assessment result. Transference of decision-making authority to outsiders. Outsiders are granted access to Stellaron intelligence.
So we did it?
Clara seems like the only one who can break through Svarog's cold logic. It's a good thing she was here. I hope his memory bank really does contain data on the Stellaron.
Is this it, Nat? Us? Wildfire? The underworld? Did we win?
No, Zila. Our battle, their battle, it's just beginning. Finally. We finally made it to this point.
What's up? Nervous?
No. But I do have an aching feeling in my chest. Reveal the truth. I'm listening.
I have finished collating the Stellaron data and records. Do you wish to proceed, outsiders? Requesting database materials cache, serial number 13175. Encryption level highest. Request approved. Transmission.
This is the fruit of many years of research, Madam Guardian. The evidence is irrefutable.
Sir,
This so-called Stellaron
nandito ako sa sa room ni...
all the destruction.
The people will struggle to accept this conclusion, Doctor. If we were to tell them that the almighty Elisa Rand activated this thing and triggered the eternal freeze.
It's the truth, madam. The truth won't change with the opinions of the people. The reports before you are the precious result of painstaking effort on the part of Belobog's greatest scholars. You must trust the weight of its conclusion.
I have never doubted you, Doctor. On the contrary, I am resolute in the face of this conclusion. From the moment I took up this mantle, that voice, their voice, has made its home in my mind. I cannot shake them. I shouldn't be telling you this. Let's return to your research, Doctor. I'm afraid I cannot make these reports known to the public, unless...
Unless? Unless what? Please, proceed, madam.
Unless you have found a way to completely destroy the Stellaron.
I understand. In the name of preservation, I will fulfill this mission.
Cache number 13175. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 24830.
I don't understand, Doctor. Why do we have to hide such valuable research results away? They're the work of a lifetime.
You're still young, child. There will come a day, when you do understand. This Supreme Guardian, she sees further than you or I. All her decisions are for the security of Belobog.
I just think it's a shame. Our research has hit an obstacle. Meanwhile, your results will be buried in the snow.
Don't be upset, child. You still have lots of time ahead of you. When you find a way to destroy the Stellaron, our efforts will have been worth it.
Cache number 24830. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 57614.
Why is there a robot here?
During his life, this was Dr. Mearsheimer's personal robot bodyguard. I heard it's a prototype from the Great War. Since the doctor and his assistants passed away, it's remained here. It hasn't moved an inch.
Oh, I see. Let's start. We must unearth the doctor's research conclusions. All of them.
Madam Guardian, I've found them. All the documents are here.
Good. That'll do.
Madam Guardian, what should we do with the robot?
It would seem a great waste to destroy it. Find someone to reset its system, and then arrange for it to be sent to the underworld. I hear that the development group is in need of a robot with defense capabilities.
Yes, madam.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but these results must be taken care of by the architects. One day, somebody will be able to carry out your behest.
Cache number 57614. Transmission complete. Concluding data transmission.
So, the truth is clear now, right?
And it would now only one question.
Branya?
I'm fine. Why? I'm sorry. It's no use lying to yourself, Branya. It's time for you to make a decision.
Hey, can I have a word with you? I know that we'll need time to... Thank you.
Well...
As wild...
Huh?
Oh, thanks to your arrival. However, even though Svarog is no longer sealing off the furnace core, there's no way that we undergrounders could go pouring onto the surface. That cold-blooded Supreme Guardian has used lies and tricks to keep the surface separated from the underground. If she detects any change in the underworld, I don't know what she might resort to. As for Wildfire, we need more time to build up our strength. No, but we need to wait for the opportune moment. In the meantime, I'm sending someone I trust to go with you.
Zila...
Didn't she tell you? In private, she insisted on accompanying you. Don't let her carefree nature fool you. She's actually very discerning and can read a situation like no one else. Zila is a talented scout and a quick thinker. She takes decisive action. She'll definitely be able to help you. Not to mention, you also have Branya now. Hey, when's the last time you got some rest? I heard that you've been on your feet looking for Svarog since Rivet Town. Health is everything. You won't be much use if you neglect yours. Let Wildfire take care of the furnace core for now. You head back and recuperate. If you're lucky, perhaps tomorrow you can return to the overworld.
Equilibrium. The orbit passing after. It is your. You will. Equilibrium.
Well, now that we're done with that whole situation in the underworld, we can finally look for the Stellaron. But thinking about it, I feel a bit bad about Clara. We promised her that our talks with Svarog would go peacefully.
You tried your.
I look on the pollen.
But and we still have dreams?
Oh,
All three dreams were the same, with Cocolia and that other voice.
It would be weird to call it a coincidence.
I'm wondering if these dreams aren't just random, if there's some meaning behind them. Maybe you're having them because...
Because of the Stellaron inside her?
That's my hunch, but I have no... We solve it also.
Your pit must...
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town. My friends and I, there, I learned to... Nice? You...
Oh, no. For as long as I can, every day, all...
No, I...
In the name of the Ark.
It'll be better than poking people's nostrils up.
I've heard from some, even though times there is a way to...
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans.
Thank you, Zila.
Speaking of which...
Yes. As long as I am the god, I've thought it over. I've already thought it through. Be it my duties at...
Branya.
This is for you, Zila. Please. Then I'll be waiting for you.
Of course. Very nice.
That was a good sleep.
took you? So,
Well then.
let's go!
Oh, look who's here.
It's the Bane of Svarog, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and March 7.
Were those lines read?
Where's Natasha?
She is a bunch of other. By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual. I'm glad you don't mind. Natasha is always cautious, but she has no ill intent, as you surely have noticed. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought.
I brought you down.
There's...
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core. Well, for my...
Ugh, enough chat.
Hold on. Why isn't she?
She already went back.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
It's not like that. Oh, right.
She left...
Stop overthinking.
Brother and sister... Oh!
She gave it some Sampo.
Landa, we can set out at any...
The next destination? Up to you. Stay. The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Stay.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time.
Who will it be?
Fine. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Stand down.
Nap time.
Hey, no need to get angry.
Stay. Stay.
Who will it be?
Stay. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. The next destination? Up to you.
Yeah? Daddy's job is... Hey, actually, I know that leg, and it's